Alright, we gotta resign players. Accept the player option on Tyler Smith. Sign Marquise. We're gonna sign Bell to a contract. We have to franchise tag him. I mean, we'll have the money. Nah, we'll just pay him in free agency. It's okay. DJ Chark now might pay him a cheap deal down the road, but not just yet. Jacoby Brissett might get a contract as a veteran. Might give him a cheap one. All right, let these guys go. Okay. The Dolphins did all that and they didn't even pay CD Lamb. That'd be really funny if I just go back and sign CD Lamb. I'm not gonna, but it'd be funny if I did. I have the money. Oh, Zach Martin's in free agency too. Hmm. Irony. Any other people? Well, Bell has a lot of interest. He wants to get a deal done. So, by the time we do the 5-year rebuild, 4 seasons over. It's a lot of money, cap hit wise, in the last year. I can give him a 4-year deal. I think I can do that. Is any team actually challenging me on that deal? No, we're the top offer. Cool. Um, hmm. Don't need a running back. What positions do I need? I have full intentions of drafting a quarterback, so Jacoby Brissett could get paid later. He doesn't have to be a day one resign. We paid Nick Chubb, so running back's all good. We have George Pickens and Jalen Waddle. But I guess if we really, really wanted to, we could definitely throw an offer at CD Lamb. That's a lot of money. 30 million, 30, 30, 40, 40. I need to keep some cap space because I'm going to have to pay Micah Parsons soon. Although, there is a world where I just trade Jalen Waddle, get that money back, make it as if I signed CD Lamb in the first place. Okay, hypothetically, if I gave him this deal, hypothetically, I'm within his top offers. That's funny. Um, Offensive line wise, Isaiah Wynn could be useful. Lyle Collins, we can bring him back. That's a thing we could do. We could just resign Zach Martin too. Not going to though. I don't really want Zach Martin that much. Because our right guard, Chuma didn't even allow many sacks. Chuma played fine. We play with 2 defensive tackles. BJ Hill could be a good signing. Yeah, BJ Hill definitely could be a good signing. Hmm. Another pass rusher in Charles Omenihu. That could also be a good signing. I guess the Judon thing didn't really work out for the Falcons. They decided to let him walk to free agency. Hmm. We could sign Bobby Wagner. That could be a good compete next year style move. We sign Dre Greenlaw away from the 49ers. If we sign Dre Greenlaw, he could play our middle linebacker. Not against that idea. Oh, oh yeah, we already paid Bradley Chubb, so we could pay Dre Greenlaw as well. I was kind of hoping Chase Young would be here because a lot of times he does end up in free agency. I'm gonna go talk to the Saints and see what it would take to get Chase Young on the Cowboys. Because that was part of my big reason for letting go of DeMarcus Lawrence was because usually Chase Young hits free agency because the Saints can't pay him, but they let go of Cam Jordan this time. That is quite a bit of money. They're in the negatives. They would have to be in the positives to trade him, and I would only be able to trade picks. Hmm. I mean, I think unless I'm willing to take Derek Carr's contract, right? It would have to be something like this, and then I would have to immediately trade Derek Carr. This is the only way I could get Chase Young. I don't have any second round picks, do I? I have one second round pick. How far does that get me? Nowhere. I'm willing to offer pick 23. It almost gets me there. I have 20 and 23. I'm gonna go get Chase Young, I think. I like the idea of getting Chase Young on his team. Quarterback we don't have. We'll repay for Zeke. We'll give Malik Willis in this trade. Sorry, Malik Davis, not Malik Willis. We'll offer Malik Davis. I'm gonna try to keep Jalen Tolbert. Receiving core looks good. Don't want to mess with that. Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe. That all looks good to me. Terrence Steele's my right tackle. We got Osa signed. We have Mozzie Smith already. We have Clark. We could still sign Trey Greenlaw. We can move Bradley Chubb to the edge. You know, Andrew Booth might have some trade value. What if we offer Andrew Booth? What if you Andrew Booth? Okay, you don't care about Andrew Booth. You just want draft picks. Okay, good to know. They're definitely getting way more than the Commanders got in real life for Chase Young. So I'm offering thirds. I'm going to offer 2 fourths as well. Pick 23, a third, 2 fourths. This year, 5th. A future 4th. So it took pick 23, a third, 3 fourths, and a 5th to get Chase Young and Derek Carr. Now, we don't want Derek Carr, we just wanted Chase Young. Derek, it was fun having you, bud. But I have a lot of free agents that I plan to get, and not spending $41 million on Derek Carr. Why are you doing this? I mean, I'm all for the depth D tackle, by the way. He's only on the 2nd year of his deal, and a draft pick. Okay, sure, Rams, you have fun with that. But yeah, that was a big acquisition. We just obtained Chase Young. I like that. I like it. I like it. Ooh, Jalen Waddle's an X Factor. So Jalen Waddle's now an X Factor. So him replacing. So we could still afford to get CD Lamb back if we wanted to. Our receiving core would be crazy. Oh, Nick Chubb already got way worse though. That sucks. You're now a superstar. We added in Chase Young. So now we have Chase Young, Micah Parsons. We have Nealand. We add in Tyler Davis for depth at the tackles. We don't need BJ Hill. BJ Hill won't be needed. We're gonna try to bring back Bell, Marquise Bell. We can trade Donovan Wilson. We have middle linebacker depth. We have an outside linebacker. You can play outside linebacker instead of moving. Originally, I was going to move you to the edge, but now there's no reason to. This here looks good. This looks good too. Maybe we do draft a corner then, because we're going to have to pay Deron Bland. We're paying Diggs. We're paying Bland. If we have a corner on a rookie scale deal, we don't have to worry about it. So maybe we do draft a corner. Or just sign a cheap one, at the very least. If we move Terrence Steele to guard, we can draft a right tackle. If we need a quarterback, we can draft a right tackle. We can draft another depth receiver. There really is a couple different ways we can go about this. Since we're gonna have to pay Bland, Micah Parsons, and a lot of other big guys, there really is no reason to go super all in and re-sign CD Lamb because we got the new X Factor receiver. And don't get me wrong, having multiple X Factor receivers is cool and all, but not being able to pay the rest of my players kind of sucks. And Jalen Waddle did become an X Factor, so I'm gonna retract from this trade. We still have plenty of money to offer, by the way, but we can only offer 5 players. So Marquise Bell got his contract offer. It's going to be a 4-year one. He became a star. It's 100% worth re-signing him. We're going to do that. Who else? Ryan Kelly. Does he only want like a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal or something? I think he only wants a 2-year deal. He might not get much worse, but he also might not get much better. Thinking. How about Zach Martin? He only wants a 1-year deal. If it's just a 1-year deal, maybe I'll just resign him then. Maybe I'll just bring him back if it's just a 1-year deal. That's just a 1-year deal, right? He also might go to the Patriots. I'm perfectly fine with that. J.C. Jackson wants to come to the team. Kent Gainwell wants to come to our team. Where's Zeke? Did Zeke retire? Oh, come on, man. Zeke, we were gonna try to win you a ring, buddy. Oh no, he didn't retire. He's just 30. He's just 30. Alright, so we'll bring back Zeke at some point. Dre Greenlaw wants to come to our team. He wants 26 mil a year. Do we pay Dre Greenlaw 26 mil a year? We can divvy that money between Clark, Bradley Chubb. Yeah, no. Because then I'm not paying Bradley Chubb or Clark if I pay for Greenlaw. As long as he doesn't go back to the Niners, I'm a happy camper. Bring Murray Cooper back to the Cowboys. That's an idea. Bring Gilmore back to the Cowboys. Sign Hopkins. Brandon Scherf. In the world where we don't get Zach Martin, we could sign Brandon Scherf to a 1-year deal. Looks like Zach Martin doesn't really know if he wants to come here or not. He wants to go to the Bears. Okay. So maybe the BJ Hill contract idea no longer makes sense because we just got Tyler Smith in that trade. Let's take a look at it this way. We still need a punter. That's not a right now problem. We're the only offer on Bell that's that high, and he wants to come back, so we pretty much got Bell back. We have Hooker. Can we find another corner? Can we find a third corner that's not, like, extraordinarily expensive? Because if so, I might just draft a corner, though. Oh, Vontae Maddox is fine, but he is 29 years old. If there was someone I was going to give, like, a long-term deal to, they just need to be a bit younger. Like, Caleb Farley could be fine. Yeah. Yeah. I do like the Caleb Farley idea. I will give him a 3-year deal. I will lower his salary and his guaranteed money. I will hope that he accepts it. Oh, Cowboys. Didn't even realize that the Texans offered you that. Give you a 4-year deal. I'll up your salary just a little. How about that? If you say no, I'm just gonna draft a freaking corner. I'll just draft a corner. That's fine. Yeah, this is kind of cool. A lot of depth guys. We have so much money. We may as well go sign like a big free agent. We definitely made a big trade getting Chase Young, but I need like there's gotta be something else I can do. Like we could just resign Zach Martin. That's fine and all. Is that my big move? Just resign Zach Martin because I could just resign CD Lamb, but then I get into the whole point where I'm not going to have the money to sign. Well, then again, I'm going to have a quarterback on a rookie scale contract, so maybe I will still have the money to sign Micah Parsons and everybody else. Because why put 20 mil on Zach Martin when I can put that 20 mil towards CD Lamb? But then I don't. Then I don't have the quarterback. What if I don't draft a good quarterback though? Do I just make CD Lamb the highest paid receiver ever? Just give him what he wants? And just pay him? What if I offer you this? I'm still just barely above. His interest is low because he's been traded before. So he's kind of like, maybe. I'll think about you guys. The amount of money that he must want to be in the green interest is crazy. No, 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 no. Jalen Waddle is going to be the receiver. There will be another franchise in the future where I try to trade for CD Lamb. This will not be that one. Zach Martin, he still has some interest, so I'm not going to give him a 2-year deal. I'm just going to give him a 1-year deal. I'm just going to bump up his salary. Because if it's 1 year, we can just pay him more money. And it doesn't really matter. We'll give him basically a 1-year 25. Yep. So we'll get back Zach Martin. That way our rookie quarterback has definitely has at least one really talented offensive lineman. Um Milton Williams isn't he more of a D tackle? I thought he was. Uh hmm. Charles Omenihu is a speed rusher. Could give him a contract. He could be a good depth speed rusher. I like Jerome Baker, but you know what? But nothing. I'm gonna sign Jerome Baker, or at least attempt to. Oh, the Lions gave him his best offer. He really likes the Lions offer. Screw it. Why don't you go to the Lions then? That's my favorite team. Go help them out. Dre Greenlaw. Uh, if I do this, it's to make you play the middle linebacker. And by then you're going to be 33 when you're getting $29 million. Um, hmm. I'm just going to offer it. I want to see what other teams are offering him. The Rams. Huh. And what if I offer you this? Right. Now what if I offer you this? No. Okay. So you have interest. Could we sweet talk you into taking like a 3-year deal? Like this? Could we sweet talk you into a 3-year deal? I could be convinced to give Dre Greenlaw a 3-year deal. That might be more workaroundable. And then in the last year of his deal, we don't have to worry about paying him as much because when he's 31, he might ask for less money. I think we should draft a corner rather than spending money on a corner. But then again, could always get Desmond King for a year. Could just get Desmond King for a year. Does he just want a 1-year deal? I'm okay with paying Desmond King for a 1-year deal. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we'll pay Desmond King. And then we can do one more active roster negotiation. So we targeted Zach Martin, Dre Greenlaw, Marquise Bell, and Desmond King. And then we'll eventually go back for Zeke. Probably sign Jacoby Brissett to another 1 year deal. Wait, are there teams trying to sign him? No. Okay. So that's good. Um, do I draft a receiver or do I sign a receiver? Huh. Thoughts, opinions. Noah Brown. Hmm. KJ Hamler. Um, this is why I usually don't stream the off seasons because I think too much. Uh, I'm probably gonna try to bring back DJ Chark. I don't think anyone's gonna sign him early on. Kendrick Green might sign him for depth. He's only 26. I'm gonna offer him like 5 years. 5 years and way less money. I'm gonna offer him that to be a depth guard. Yeah, still his best offer. So we're gonna sim the first day. We're not going for Isaiah Wynn. Okay, so looking at the top players, we're perfectly okay not competing for CD Lamb anymore or Amari Cooper. No offers on Levante David. That's fine. We didn't put any offers on Ryan Kelly. That's okay. Sheriff's gonna go to the Bears probably. I wasn't gonna fight that Jerome Baker contract. Gonna let it be. There are some okay players, but I think in terms of our team needs, we kind of addressed the players that needed to be addressed. Okay. So after the first evaluation period, win a free agent betting war for a 90+ overall player. So I got back Zach Martin, is what I've learned. So we signed Zach Martin, Dre Greenlaw, Marquise Bell, and Desmond King. The Bengals. Okay, Bengals. Bengals want to fight with me, I see. Brandon Scherf seems like he might still be available. He is still available. I don't think our rookie needs that much pass protection. Our roster's fine. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. No. I just got Drake Greenlaw, who's probably going to play middle linebacker, so I don't need any of these guys. No. It was a 1 year deal. Is it a 1 year deal? No, you want a 3 year deal. This might be a dumb contract. What if I offer you this? Maybe. He could be like a depth edge. Might even end up being no. He can't be a starting edge. Never mind. We have Chase Young. Isaiah Simmons. Huh. What could we do with Isaiah Simmons? Actually, we probably could do a lot of things with Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons could be very useful to our roster because he could play depth safety or linebacker. I'm gonna offer him a 4 year deal. I'm just gonna move around that money a little bit. Gonna offer you that. I don't think anyone's putting any offers on Jacoby Brissett, so we'll wait on him. We'll wait on Zeke as well. If anyone signs Zeke, I'm just gonna trade back for him. Is there any depth? Dan Moore for depth. Well, if I lose out on Green, we'll just sign Dan Moore then. It's a 4 year deal. Boing. Um, Agba? How much money does Agba want? That's a bit much for Agba. Hmm. Ocean Zimenez is not bad. Calvin Chaison's fine too. A 1 year deal for Bobby Wagner. I mean, we have the money. Eh, couldn't hurt. You would just be depth though. Sign Bobby Wagner for a 1 year depth deal. Sure. I'm gonna offer him this. If he takes it, cool. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Okay. So we might win the Dan Moore deal. Probably gonna lose the Kendrick Green deal. Probably gonna lose the Isaiah Simmons deal because he's not even that interested in our team. Charles Omenihu, there's a chance, and Bobby Wagner, there's a chance. Didn't sign them. It's okay. Do I want to try to trade at one spot in the draft? I think I do. Just so I get my choice at quarterback. Because if I don't trade up, I don't really get my choice. I just take the guy who's projected to go third. So, New England. The whole reason why I give you guys Kyler Murray is so you could not outbeat me and get a better pick. You did it anyway. Okay, we're just trying to trade up from 3 to 2. Hmm. What can I offer you guys? Hmm. I guess picks. Do I have a future second round pick to offer? I do. There's a future second round pick. It's crazy to think that I have to give up a future first to slide up one spot. Is that really what I have to do? I do not want to do that. But I guess I'm doing it. You want more than that? Frickin' greedy pricks. Here's a third. And here's a sixth. Nah, I'm just gonna start giving you players. Cool. Alright. We land pick 2, just in case. Because I think I might want the first quarterback on the board. Okay, we're good at kicker. I was talking about how we can just trade Donovan Wilson. Maybe we could just keep him. I guess we could just keep him, to be honest with you. Okay. Let's see. Something next week. Alright, mock draft 5. What's it looking like? We're just taking Scott Gentry. Okay. Um. Hmm. No, no more trades at the moment. We're just gonna finish all the signings, and then we'll get to the draft, and then that will be the next episode that I'll do tomorrow. Probably after work. Hello, free agency. we signed Dan Moore too. Nice. So we get some depth at the O-line. Good, good, good. Let's just go sign up Hunter, because we can. You, Dixon, Brian Wright, J.K. Scott. Sure, why not? J.K. Scott it is. I just don't want to ever have to worry about punter. So why don't I just give you all this money now, and you come be my punter. How's that sound? You know, the funny thing is that you only get 5 offers. No, you get 15 technically after the evaluations. So the Texans really prioritize getting that punter. I guess that's not a bad thing, but it is just a thought worth noting, is that they actually really thought about it. Okay, cool. So we'll get punter figured out. We'll re-sign Brandon Aubrey later. We signed Bell. We still have Donovan Wilson as a backup, so let's not worry about that. Um, Chuck Clark is 30. There's plenty of guys we can sign as a backup for a 1-year deal to play backup free safety. So I'm not really worried about that. If he became a free agent, damn. Could give Kayvon Wallace a 1-year deal. I mean, I'm willing to give you a 1-year deal, Kayvon. If you want to come play. If you don't, then don't. So we signed Desmond King at corner. We signed Drake Greenlaw. An underrated linebacker is Michael Walker. Tony Fields. He's only 26. I could give you like a 3-year deal. As long as you don't piss me off about it. I can give you a deal like this. If you want to come join my team, then you're cool. Bobby Wagner went back to the Commanders. Jerome Baker went to the Lions. Levante David went back to the Buccaneers. Cool. Lions also signed Malik Harrison. Judon goes to the Buccaneers. Charles Mehu also goes to the Commanders. Tiago Models also goes to the Commanders. BJ Hill went to the Patriots. Sam Hubbard went to the Commanders. Kevin Givens, he's only 28. He could be a good depth D tackle. Do I sign him? Maybe. Jaron Reed's already 31. I'm not worried about it. I think we can sign Milton Williams and just let him play D tackle, personally. Just give him a 4-year deal. Just lower his money a little bit. Try that. What do you think of that contract? I think that's fair. See, I just don't need you going to the Chargers. I just don't need that right now. After they got CeeDee Lamb, I want Milton. Walker Little could be a depth. I'm not going to focus that hard getting more depth alignment, though. I guess I will focus. Yeah, give me Walker Little. Because if we get injuries, it's just going to become a pain in the ass. Offer Walker Little a contract. Still offer 5 more contracts. Tight end's not really much of a concern. Alright, fuck it. I'll just offer DJ Chark a contract, I guess. Oh, he doesn't like the offer. Damn it, DJ. Where are you thinking about going? The Broncos? Why do you want to go to the Broncos? What they what what did they offer you? Just really wanted a 2-year deal, didn't you? Screw it. If you come, cool. If you don't, it is what it is. Zeke, you can get offered a 1-year deal. You may as well take the contract, buddy. And then Jacoby Brissett, offer him a 1-year deal. Man's not even gonna play much, and he's gonna freaking take my money. But yeah, that's basically all the deals I have planned to offer. My signings. So Zach Martin, Drake Greenlaw, Marquise Bell, Desmond King, J.K. Scott, Milton Williams, Zeke, Kayvon Wallace, Dan Moore, Walker Little, and Jacoby Brissett. Perfect. I like that. Um, let's just take a look at free agency. Was there anything crazy? CeeDee Lamb to the Chargers. Amari Cooper went to the Panthers, but in this world, they just made it to the Super Bowl, so I guess that kind of makes some sense. Levante David goes back. Khalil Mack goes to the Broncos. Dave Bakhtiari to the Commanders. Brian Kelly to the Vikings. Gilmore. Chargers get Lamb and Scherf. They almost got Lamb and Zach Martin. So Alvin Kamara to the Lions. That's something. Something interesting, I guess. Hmm. Elijah Mitchell to the Raiders. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. I also feel like Khalil Herbert to the Raiders would low key make sense. Juwan Jennings to the Vikings. So, looks like the 49ers lost Trey Greenlaw, so it doesn't look like the 49ers got much better. The Commanders got a lot of players, but none of them are like crazy big upgrades. They just got a lot of players. The Giants look like they haven't done shit. And the Eagles look like they didn't do anything either. In fact, I don't think the Eagles or Giants got anybody that I'm looking at so far. Eagles, Giants, Eagles, Giants, Eagles. I don't see any. I don't know. And Isaiah Simmons signs with the Buccaneers. Damn. Hmm. DJ Chark did decide to take the Buccaneers. Not the Buccaneers, the Broncos over me. Oh, the Giants did sign someone. They signed Derek Nottie. Sure. Okay. Well, do we want to trade any more picks while we're at it, or we're gonna call it a day with that? So going into the draft for the next episode, we will have pick 2 to draft our choice of quarterback. Pick 20, which we can draft an offensive line for the future or a defensive player. Um, could draft a cornerback for the future, or we can draft an offensive lineman, one or the other. We have a third round pick, a fourth round pick, a sixth, and a seventh. And we have 3 first round picks going into next year. So the following year's offseason, if we don't get a quarterback that we like in this year's draft, we'll draft a new one. We have a pool of draft picks. We bring back Jacoby Brissett to be a team vet for whatever rookie quarterback we draft. We have Nick Chubb as our X Factor running back, and running back for the foreseeable future at least. Zeke, obviously had to bring him back. We have Deuce receiver, we have now an X Factor Jalen Waddle. George Pickens. So we could have afforded to pay CeeDee Lamb, but then the future was going to be a bit more difficult because we're going to have to pay George Pickens. We're going to have to pay Micah Parsons. We're going to have to pay Deron Bland. With all the contracts we were going to have to sign, we didn't bother re-sign CeeDee Lamb. We're going to have to pay Jalen Tolbert. Maybe drafting a receiver wouldn't be a terrible idea. Jake Ferguson became a superstar, so he's probably going to want a pretty decent contract. But for now, Tyler Guyton's pretty good. By the time we have to pay him, Dan Moore will then be a free agent. So Dan Moore's good depth for now. Tyler Smith is here. Cooper Beebe, Zach Martin, gave him a 1-year deal. We signed Walker Little for some backup for a little bit. Milton might just move to D tackle, and then that would be our D tackle core. Maybe we gave a little too much money to Milton. We bring Chase Young to play the opposing edge. That should help there quite a bit. I actually have planned to move Dre Greenlaw to the middle linebacker. When I get the chance to do that, I will. Corner will probably draft. And yeah, that's going to be that. So we're definitely in good position to start the draft in the next episode and get started with that. But first, let me just quickly make Dre Greenlaw a middle linebacker. So we move Dre Greenlaw to middle linebacker. Still an 87 overall. Chase Young would play the opposing edge. Chase Young would go play the left end position. Actually, no. Chase Young, you stay at right end. Chase Young will stay at right end. I'm going to have Micah Parsons go play the right outside linebacker in case we want to use him in coverage plays and whatnot. And then we're going to have Bradley Chubb play left end. Because, yeah, there's no reason putting him in pass coverage. He still had 9 sacks or 8 sacks, so that should be helpful. So at left end we'll have Bradley Chubb, we'll have Chase Young at right end. D tackle we'll have Osa, Mozzie Smith, Tyler Davis, Nealand. We have Nealand at right end as well. Milton can go play. I think Milton makes more sense at D tackle. I guess he could play the edge, but I'm going to move him to D tackle for now. And if I feel the need, I'll move him back to edge if I feel like that's not a good fit. Actually, yeah, his overall goes down quite a bit. Okay. Alright, you convinced me. You can play backup left end, that's fine. So we have you on the left side, you in the middle, you as a backup, you on the right, you are a backup. We signed Tony Fields as a backup as well. I guess we can then move on from Buddy Johnson. Just go shop him to the... I don't know. Why? Why? You know what? Solely because you took CeeDee Lamb, I'm going to say yes. But that trade makes literally no sense. But anyway, Jacoby Brissett's our quarterback. Running back looks good. Potentially getting a receiver in the draft would be smart. No offers, huh? But for some reason you really wanted that linebacker, huh? Texans, what would you say? Would you give me a 4th? Cool, thanks. Because I signed Tony Fields, so I decided to move on from the other guy. So J.K. Scott, Brandon Aubrey, Marquise Bell. Donovan Smith could be the backup for now. I'm not going to bother getting rid of him. We'll get rid of Avery Young. Free safety looks fine. Cedric Redwine can go too. I'll just trade him. Just kind of divvy that up now. So I don't have to worry about cutting too many players next year. So you guys will be my safeties. You'll be my free safeties. I have a bunch of corners here. I'll just get rid of you, I guess. Yeah, a lot of those corners are going to get cut, unfortunately. Oh, I don't know why I'm asking for a 3rd round pick. That's way too much to ask for. For what I'm offering, that's way too much to ask for. Fourth round pick. Yeah. Tony Fields can stay for now. Uh, Bumper Pool. Bumper Pool. That's a cool name. I know. Just despite the cool name, I gotta get rid of him, unfortunately. But still has a cool name. Running back is good. Malik Cunningham. Hmm. Interesting. Tight end looks good with this. I'm not gonna make any moves at tight end. We're gonna let go of Matt for now. Milton can be the backup to Bradley Chubb. For now, you're good. Get rid of this guy too. Right end looks fine. That's fine. Uh, Bumper has a cool name. We'll get rid of Darian Butler because Bumper Pools are kind of too cool of a name. I'll send you guys to the, you know what, Broncos, because you want to take TJ Chark from me. How about you take these guys and you give me a this year 6th round pick? Credit to the Broncos though, they made a lot of really good signings. They signed Khalil Mack and they signed DJ Chark. Very good on their part. So we still have a pretty good overall as a team. If we can draft our quarterback of the future, we have our wide receiver 1, our future wide receiver 2, Tolbert for now. We'll have a superstar tight end. Hopefully we can draft another good offensive lineman. Just so someone can, for the future, take Zach Martin's spot. That'll help save us some money. The defense is looking amazing. Depth at every position for the most part. Chubb there, Milton there, Chase there, you there, Davis and Rogers, Booth and King. Yeah, defense is looking really good. Offense is still pretty damn good as well. Like Chubb and Jalen Waddle. If we can draft a good quarterback in the future, I think we have the team primarily figured out. But anywho, thank you for watching and yeah, peace out, bro.